Good day, everyone. Let me discuss to you my research paper entitled Enhancing Work Efficiency and Ergonomics Through Workstation Layout Improvement and Karakuri Application. And these are the summary of the contents of my report. Again, good morning. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Engineer Ryan Tasico. I graduated as an industrial engineer at First Asia Institute of Technology and Humanities, Tanawan, Batangas, way back 2015. I started working as an industrial engineer at Epson Precision Philippines Incorporated, handling productivity, process designing, and lead time reduction. And then 2 years after, I moved to ST Microelectronics Incorporated as senior supervisor handling manufacturing cost reduction, CAPEX, OPEX, and manpower planning. And then 5 years after, I moved to Densa Philippines Corporation from 2021 up to present, managing company-wide activities, production system, and layout improvement through the infusion of lean and Kaizen mindset. As I have mentioned, I am currently working at Densa Philippines, so let me give you a glimpse of our company profile. So Densa Philippines Corporation is located at Canlubang, Calamba, Laguna. We celebrated our 30th founding anniversary last 2025, and we are the manufacturer for automotive components, supplying on large car makers. We established last March 1995 with a total land area of 86,000 square meter, plant area of 49,000 square meter, total employees are 1,600, and average age of our employees are ranging to 20-25. Meaning, Densa Philippines Corporation is valued by customer for 30 years. So these are the samples of our product which are also available on the internet. But for the interest of my report, I will only focus on electronic business unit. So to give you the introduction as background, as you can see on the illustration or the graph, top concerns of our associates are on the sub-assembly process related to process and working station. So some of the concerns that we are able to gather are back pain, drop parts due to manual process, fatigue, and walk time. Then for parts inspection, parts for inspection accumulates on the chute rack causing idle time on their process. So for our problem number one, associates fatigue due to process and drop parts occurrence on parts feeding process. So our first process is getting off cover sub-assembly, then feed on the inspection station. This process has total frequency of 158 times per shift. Second process is getting off key sub-assembly, then feed on the inspection station. This process has total frequency of 175 times per shift. Last process is feeding of blue empty tray on a cover press fitting chute rack. This process has total frequency of 52 times per shift. So as conclusion, parse feeder process has high frequency of bending to get the parts, and the manual process of parts transferring to inspection station has a high possibility of drop parts. For our problem number two, additional walk time for parts feeder causes idle time on the inspection station. So before the relay out on sub-assembly, the parts feeder movement is moving in this way, and then after relay out, parts feeder have additional 13 seconds walk time before feeding on the parts inspection station. So as conclusion, after relay out from single line to double line of sub-assembly, walk time increased by 12.5%. So since parts is transferred manually by feeder, it results to idle time on the inspection station. So given these situations, we introduce the Karakuri system. Our concept is to eliminate manual process through chute rack modification. For our activity number one, we installed conveyor type chute rack for conveyor and gravity type Karakuri on the keys. So how does it work? After press fitting of cover in case, associate will put the parts on the modified chute rack and it will directly go down to inspection station with the help of our Karakuri. So this activity able to eliminate the transferring process from 158 times down to 0, and then transferring of case from 175 times down to 0. And we don't have any handling of parts that causes drop parts. So as conclusion, for our activity number 1, we eliminated frequent transferring of parts that causes back pain and drop parts reoccurrence on the process. Then this activity are able to eliminate the idle time on the inspection because the parts for inspection directly go down on their station. For my activity number 2, we focus on the frequency of feeding of blue MT3. So as you can see on the video, after inspection process, the inspector will put the empty blue tray on the shoe track, and then it will go directly down to tray location for press fitting process. So with this shoe track karakuri, this activity able to eliminate the feeding of blue tray on the cover press fitting station. So as I have mentioned, this activity has total frequency of 52 times, and now we eliminated the activity of feeding. Then as a result, based on the Yamasumi chart for sub-assembly parts feeder, we have 8.6% cycle time reduction through the elimination of parts transferring and empty blue tray parts feeding. And then this is the working hours of our parts feeder. After improvement of sub-assembly parts feeder, we have gap of 62% versus the standard working hours of 500 minutes. So what we did is we balanced it by transferring the workload from final assembly feeder to sub-assembly parts feeder. And then after workload balancing or line balancing, we are able to reduce manpower from 6 to 4. And then since we needed additional manpower for other processes, we eliminated the hiring of additional manpower through this manpower reduction. Then in terms of quality, we have dropped our quality defect to 0. And then we also gather the feedback of our employees. And based on the result, they're satisfied with the activity. And this investment has a return of investment of 0.01 year, and we have a total savings of 819,000 pesos for cycle time and manpower reduction. So that summarized my activity and research paper. Thank you very much.